Oh, hey! Hi! This week, for our Super Science book series for our Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls, we'll be reading about Jane Austen. Once upon a time, in the English countryside, there lived a girl who loved books more than anything. There was nowhere Jane would rather be than curled up on a sofa in her father's library with her nose in a book. She would get so engrossed in the story sometimes that she would even talk to the characters like they could talk back to her. Jane and her siblings would put on plays and charades to amuse themselves and their parents. When she was still very young, she would write her own stories and read them to her sister, Cassandra. Jane's writing was like herself, bright, inventive, witty, and sharp. To her, every detail counted. How couples squabbled, how a man walked, what maids said to each other. These are all clues revealing people's characters. Jane jotted down everything in her notebook, ready to write her novels. At the time, girls were expected to get married, but Jane didn't want to get married, so she never did. Oh, Lizzie, do anything rather than get married without affection, she wrote in one of her novels. Jane Austen came to be one of the most famous writers in history of English literature. You can still visit her beautiful cottage in the little village where she used to sit at her small desk and stare out the window to the beautiful rose garden. Jane Austen quoted, "Ah, there's nothing like staying at home for real comfort." I chose to read about Jane Austen because she doesn't let everyone else tell her what she needs to be or what she should be doing. She goes and does her own thing. And I think that is so cool about books is you can just sit down at a table and get lost in your own story, gain lost from reality and going and creating your own fantasy. So you should go do that as your STEM challenge. You should go write your own book. Go get lost in a book. Go read a book that someone else has created. I think that is so cool.